Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Destiny 6 guide. And today we're going to be talking about something different today. We're going to be talking about Guild Conquest. I know there's a lot of discussions about it and also a lot of questions about it on my stream, but I haven't really had the chance to make a YouTube video about it. So I'm going to go ahead and make a YouTube video about it. And I'm going to talk about the three main things you're really looking for to doing Guild Conquest and getting the most points you can. The following formula for doing Guild Conquest mainly involves a bleeder. I use P.Kur there, I use Helga there, and I use Natalia there. The second one is activation. Activation in this game is considered accuracy. So I use Helga, Paper Helga here, and I use Tianjin here, and I use Paper Helga here. Mainly because I had a duplicate of her, I can use her again. And the third component of the Guild Conquest that you would need is Ignis, and or a unit that does increased debuff. So I use Ignis here, and I use Ignis here. And of course I use Ignis here, mainly because he is extremely easy to farm, especially if you have active friends who are actually looking for specific skill ups or searching for specific orbs, and they'll be constantly opening secret dungeons. You have a more potential chance to see, of course, Ignis and Tianjins in secret dungeons. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is your secondary leadership skill. I currently have status activation, buff duration, and debuff duration. Of course, this debuff duration is the most sought after secondary leader that you want for your team, but I just made use of whatever I had. So you're absolutely okay to use status activation chance as long as your main status activation dealer isn't the same. So of course you cannot use the same unit. The next thing I want to talk about is just orbs and crest. Using the same concept I used for the team composition, a bleeder, a status activation, and a debuff increase. Same thing here. When I was looking for orbs, all I did was fill up 1200 keys and I auto farmed all night at Silva Boss, and I just looked at every single orb. I didn't care about whether it was flat or percentage. All I cared about was if they had the three components I was looking for. The three components is status activation, cooldown reduction, and or HP for this one at least, because there's no bleed, right? But if it doesn't have any of those, as long as it has at least one, that's what I'm good with. This one has two of the three: skill cooldown, HP. Skill cooldown here, no HP, but it's okay, I'll take it. Same thing here, skill cooldown, no status activation, that's fine too. Same thing with my crest. I did the exact same thing with my crest. As long as it had either skill cooldown, status activation, HP, we're good. Because their job is just to survive. Just run around, run, bleed, survive. That's it. And you're probably wondering, what kind of crest should I use on each unit? It depends, right? Your bleeders, I would personally like to use bleeders with status activation. Mainly because their bleed is such a low rate, so you might as well try to increase it as much as you can using some type of crest and get it from your substats as well. Anyways, for your other units, mainly your status activation unit and your debuff increase unit, you can use skill cooldowns on those. So I use the green crest on those, mainly because I want those skills to cool down as quickly as possible. So anyways, that is all there is to the components of making a guild conquest team, bleed team. So I'm gonna go into this with my main team first. I like to use my main team first. We're gonna go ahead and go in there. Oh, before we move on, no matter what you do, this is a very important. No matter what your boss is, whether it's scissors or paper, it doesn't matter. Always keep your status activation unit as the leader. And the main reason is that you're going to be running around with your status activation unit. The units that you're going to send into battle are your bleeders and Ignis. So you don't really want to run up to the boss, because the boss will hit you and you will lose HP. The only time you really run up to the boss is if you really want to land like a particular debuff on your status activation unit, which you really don't. So we're gonna go in it now. We're gonna quit the jibber jabber. We're just gonna move on. Okay, we're gonna try to do our best. We're not gonna revive or anything like that. We're just gonna do our best. And the first thing I like to do at the beginning, you notice how the skill cooldown is kicking in. It's doing quite well. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I just want to apply my debuff. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. I want to use, whoever your bleeder is, you do not want to break the target. If you break the target, the bleed activation will not work as well versus when the target is regular. When you break the target, you're basically using skills to do more damage, but your debuff, like your bleed, is not actually working like it's supposed to. So right here, I'm just gonna go straight out and just use it on him. I don't want to wait for him to use any type of skill. Okay, and I got 20% right there. Perfect. 20 seconds of cooldown. I'm gonna do it again. Bam. And now we're good. We're just gonna run around. We're just gonna wait for our fancy cooldowns, and we're just gonna laugh at him a little bit here as he burns and he freaking turns into barbecue and he starts leaking, and he's basically asking us, can he get a tampon? But we're not gonna give him a tampon. So yeah, so we're just gonna wait here. We want to have this at least a good cooldown right there, and then we're gonna wait for an opportunity, and an opportunity just opened up for us right there. I didn't want to break him there, but it is okay. It is only a 2 break, so we just gotta be careful the next time. And my skill cooldown, oh, what a rookie move. So what happened there was I accidentally had my skill on auto. Darn it, what a rookie move. So Ignis already used his tail whip, which is for increase the bleed. So I actually end up doing a terrible job here, mainly because he already used that, so I didn't have a chance to do this. So my second set of bleeds only did about 7 seconds or 9 seconds, which is the base of what P.Kur skill is. It's only 9 seconds. So I didn't get all this active bleeding on him. So just for this video purpose, I'm gonna revive mainly because I usually do a lot more than that. So I'm just gonna do a revive on this one, just to showcase it again. So I don't want to apply the bleed when he's actually in break mode. So I'm gonna wait. Okay, we're good here. We're just gonna wait for him here. Oh, we don't want to miss that attack. He runs in this corner. We'll go in this corner. Bang, bang, bang. And then we'll go here. Bang, bang. Perfect. Bang, 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 bang. Just for fun. Anyways, we're just going to run around and we'll wait for our cooldowns again. Alright, cooldowns are almost ready. We want to wait for him to break to land to finish over first, and then we use it, okay? Here we go. Perfect. He's gonna go right here. And this is what I meant by using your status activation unit as your leader. So you can run around like I am, you see? But anyways, once he gets to this low HP, we kind of want to potentially try to kill him. Mainly because he's not taking any more damage from the bleed because he's not at max HP any longer. So we're gonna try to do some damage here. Where is he? He's right here. Okay. Do this. Do this. Do this. Try to get some more burns on him. Let's do this. He's almost dead. We're gonna try to hit him a few more times. Hopefully we get him. We will get him. Uh-oh. Let's try to dodge that. Okay. Come on. We've got to kill him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we got him. We killed him. Woo! So bleed starts to slow down once it goes down to like 10 or 15% HP. So you kind of have to have like some type of damage to finish that off. So yeah, that's just an example of my main team. I usually don't revive, but I effed up there, and I didn't have I left my skills, my auto skill on up. So I'm gonna use a different team here. And this is what I meant by it didn't matter what the disadvantage was. So here we go. We're just gonna go straight in. We're gonna use the same concept that we used on the first one. We're just gonna wait for our cooldowns. My second and third team aren't that great, but they do the job. They'll probably get like all the way down here, 2 teams. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. We want to wait for the cooldown on this. Notice how the skill cooldown is a lot slower on this one than it is on my main Ignis. So my second skill on here is the bleed, right? Correct. And we're going to check right here for activation. Correct. Then we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to run over here. Bang, bang, bang. Bleed. Extend. Cooldown. We're just going to drop everything. And we died. I fucked up. I messed up. I had to revive there. I totally messed up. Of course, making YouTube videos are always freaking wonky as hell. Oh jeez, this guy does so much damage. That's probably why I died earlier, because of that stupid skill right there. Cause those skill bomb thingies are probably like heat seekers, or like, you know, skills that follow you and shit. So we got some bleed on them. This is probably like, this is what I meant by like, I'm really bad at this. I usually don't make this many mistakes. But yeah. But you get the concept, right? Just run around. Just run around. Wait for your cooldowns. You got 53 seconds there. I got 6 seconds on here. And I just gotta wait for my bleed cooldown right here. So about 7 seconds I can actually start to do something. We're gonna use this opportunity there. And this is what I meant by using your freaking status activation as a leader. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't even land my bleed. This is what I meant by like the status activation. Like your bleed chance is sometimes low and you don't even land it. So that's the only bad part about it. So yeah. We're probably gonna run around to our death. We could just probably die here mainly because our bleed is not even up yet. And we're not gonna have enough time to do any more damage. So yeah. And here we go on our last team. Hopefully we don't make as a huge as a mistake. We're just gonna go straight into it. I love making videos and actually having fails in it because it's kind of funny. Okay, same here. We don't want to tilt. We don't want to tilt off this earth. We just want to focus on what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, status activation. Her bleed is on the first skill. We are absolutely fine here. Just gonna run around. Tail whip. Okay, we did good on this one. We did really good on this one. Okay. We have a ton of bleeding and fire on him, and he's burning, which is really good, really good. This setup was a lot better. Like some days you're gonna have hit and misses. You can revive. It's highly up to you, depending on how competitive your guild is, you know. But the guild I made is mainly for people who, you know, looking just for English speakers and stuff like that. Someone they can play with. That's the main reason why I built my guild. So mainly because we're on the Korea side, I just want them to have someone to play with, someone to help them. So that's what my guild is about. So if you're on Korea server and you need a guild, just let me know. I'm taking refugees. Nice. I did that tail whip without a status activation, which is super awesome. And Helga, come on. Hey. No. You know, I made a mistake there. I kind of want to finish this, but I'll let one of my guildies do it. But anyways, that's all there is to this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you had a laugh for me seeing me fail, give that a thumbs up as well. If you guys need more help about the game, just put it down in the comment section. Subscribe for more content in the future. I'll catch you guys later. I'm ending this video now. Too long.